not a musical reason. I mean, the music itself is very sensual, and it attracts soulful people. But I love the way that it brings all kinds of people together. I play in Europe quite a bit. Travel around the country, travel to different parts of the world, and I see folks come together over this music in a way that they certainly don't over politics or religion. It's really sweet.
Bob Margolin, my special guest today. Now, Bob, your guitar skills are well known and documented. What type of setup do you like to use today?
That's a good question, because I've really now fallen in love with one that I've had for almost 25 years. It's a very old Telecaster, and just lately, I have a few nice guitars, but in the last, say, 2 or 3 years, this one just calls me whenever I want to go grab one, either on the bandstand or just one at home to take out on the road with me. This particular one just says me, and it's a good relationship. I really love the instrument. I'm very comfortable with it, love its sound, and on the My Road album, I think I did. I think I've probably used it on every song.
You'd leave my hungry heart in pain. Well, if you should change your mind, please drop me a line. Because I'm yours till the end of time.
Blues America. Blues people. Soundbite.
One more blues? Okay. I play you one old one I made a long time ago. I play you the first record I made for OK Record. Falling Rain Blues. That was a big hit. Been writing good blues all my life. I write about the things that's living. Yeah, I've lived a beautiful life. It's been kind of rough in spots. Like everybody, I have ups and downs in life. Yeah. I've seen it very sweet and I've seen it very hard. I mean, but you couldn't get a job, no kind of a job, doing nothing. But somehow or other I managed it. I managed to make it. I really did.
Blues America, like cornbread and chili.
Doggy.
Damn, that's good.
Bob, you're the founder and the chief of A&R for VizTone Label Group, which has been involved with the release of some of my favorite albums over the years, including artists like Bob Cortor and Dave Riley, Billy Price and Otis Clay, the Texas Horns, Big Pete Pearson, and of course your latest album. And now the label group is described as a new kind of company, not a traditional record label. Now, what does that mean?
Ooh, well, each artist on there has their own label, or they can choose to just call it. They're being released on the VizTone Label Group. My particular brand is Steady Rollin' Records. We just kind of decided on that arbitrarily when I made that one that came out in, I guess, 2006, that In North Carolina album. But we wanted to see if we could put out an album for me being very independent, not going to a label, playing whatever I wanted on it. As I said, I did everything on that particular album by myself. And very quickly hooked up with a friend of mine that was looking to move forward with it. That would be Richard Rosenblatt, from who used to have the Tone Cool Records label, which was a successful blues label, and you don't hear those words go together that often. But he had sold that label, and after a while, he was looking to get back into working as some kind of a record company job, and we kind of started from scratch. And rather than being a traditional record company, which was already a business model that was pretty challenged even 9 years ago, we decided to do something that was more of a partnership with the artists. They make everything themselves. They make it the way they want to. They pay for it, but we get them for professional publicity and distribution. Basically, the value of the label is the artist. By people saying, well, you said a minute ago, you put out some pretty fine music there, we get to the point where we've kind of branded VizTone as, if you see our name on an envelope when somebody sends you some CDs, he says, this is probably going to be pretty good. We really have to fall in love with music.
Blues America. Now that's some home cooking.
Well, Bob, unfortunately, I only have time for one last question. Earlier in the program, we were talking about your days with the Muddy Waters Band. And, of course, since then, you've moved into the spotlight and become a tremendous artist in the blues world. But that said, the experience that you had with the Muddy Waters Band was still a big part of your life and your career. And looking back at that, what's the most memorable moment you had with Muddy?
It actually happened after I was out of the band, and I didn't expect it to go this way. But about 6 months after I had left the band, and this would have been in about November of 1980, Muddy played in Washington, D.C., where I lived, and I was able to open the show for him. And I had my own band, and we did pretty good. We got an encore, and I decided for an encore to do a song that was about the same age as me that I really loved and had heard on an old record. I didn't have CDs back then yet. But it was a song by Little Walter called Just Keep Loving Her, that Little Walter had done in 1949 or 1950, which is close to the time I was born. And it was just a very energetic, powerful kind of a boogie with a harp in it. And we did that song, and I came back in the dressing room, and Muddy actually stood up from the couch he was sitting on, which was a big deal. He came over, and he put his hands on my shoulders, and he says, I haven't heard that song in 30 years. You're keeping the old school alive. And that was a real thrill.
Well, Bob, we're out of time. Thank you so much for coming on to the show today, talking about your awesome new album and telling your story.
Well, I appreciate that. I will say I do like the idea of a Chico Chisholm Memorial Studio. That's just great. What a character he was. You know, well, everybody that knew him really smiles about him, and you think about him and puts a smile on your face. Young and one of us ain't too old. Let's get
Well, there you have it, folks. The great Bob Margolin. Links to his website are available on bluesamerica.com. And his new album is out now, so go check it out. The Way, Way Back Blues is straight ahead.
Ain't there yet, but I can't stay here. Oh, no, I'm lost again. I got you, baby.
Blues America is endorsed by the Phoenix Blues Society. Learn how to become a member at phoenixblues.org. It's time to go back, baby. Way, way back. This is the Way, Way Back Blues.
There's a great big mystery, and it sure is worrying me. This diddy war did it. This diddy war did it. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy war did it mean. The little girl about 4 feet 4. Come on, Papa, and give me some more of your diddy war did it. Your diddy war did it. I wish somebody would tell me what diddy war did it mean. I went out and walked around. Somebody yelled, say, look who's in town. Mr. Diddy War did it. Mr. Diddy War did it. I wish somebody would tell me what Diddy War did it mean. Went to church, put my hat on the seat. Lady said on the seat, Daddy, you sure is sweet. Mr. Diddy War did it. Mr. Diddy War did it. I wish somebody would tell me what Diddy War did it mean. I'll soon be gone. Just give me that thing you said on my Diddy War did it. My Diddy War did it. I wish somebody would tell me what Diddy War did it mean. I got put out of church cause I talk about Diddy War did it too much. Miss Diddy War did it. Miss Diddy War did it. I wish somebody would tell me what Diddy War did it mean.
That's the Way, Way Back Blues with Arthur Blake, better known and more famous under his stage name Blind Blake, singing Diddy, Why Diddy. Well known as the king of ragtime guitar, he was the most successful and famous blues star of his era, being credited for inventing the popular ragtime finger guitar style and becoming Paramount Records' best-selling artist, recording 80 sides between 1926 and 1932. His success made